darling heart, and welcome to the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. This is the podcast that helps you to see that drinking less doesn't need to be stressful, lonely, or boring. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson, and I decided to have a year alcohol-free as a little life experiment and haven't looked back. With my experience and training, I now help other women with their alcohol-free or drink less adventures. I'm here to tell you that you can relax, connect, and have fun without alcohol in your life. Join me here each week to find out how. Alcohol and money. I used to spend a lot of money on alcohol. I wouldn't ever have told you I spent too much on booze because what I was spending was money on fun, and hey, what price do you put on fun? Part of the irony now that I look back on the situations that were supposed to be particularly fun, like big birthdays or parties, days at the races and other big days out, weddings and anniversaries, I can remember very little as alcohol stole those memories. Anyway, back to the price of fun. Of course, on a night out you buy drinks, but there are also the associated costs. A taxi because you cannot drive, extra rounds at the end of the evening. Perhaps there was takeaway food on the way home and maybe a breakfast in a greasy spoon the next day. Paracetamol, and the list goes on. I had my nights out drinking I used to do, but also my nights in drinking. This alcohol was just added casually to the weekly shop, of course, so it never really felt like spending money, but it was. My average weekly shop has gone down in price significantly. When I drank at home, I was also prone to a bit of late night online shopping. It was often a bit of a surprise to see what urgent purchase on a Friday or Saturday night turned up on a Tuesday morning. When I first started to use an app to count my days without a drink, I also tracked my saved cash on it. Seeing the money add up became a real pleasure. Last year, I put off buying a really fancy pants backpack. It was waterproof, just the right size, had lovely pockets, and was really expensive. I had it in my online shopping basket for a couple of weeks until the day I thought, hang on a second, I've wasted so much money on booze in the past and saved this year by not spending it with only hangovers to show. I'm having that bag. And I did. And I love it. When I went out for dinner with friends, the dining element may have been £20 to £30, but the bill split was always for around 60 or 70 odd pounds each. We drank cocktails, fizz and wine all evening. When I'm out with the girls now, they always insist on taking the booze off the bill so I don't pay for it. I couldn't care less, as I'm really happy to be out having a fab time, but I do feel good spending a fraction of the cash on a night out, and I'm always happy to be the taxi driver for everyone home too. After I had gone a while into my alcohol-free life experiment, I committed to doing something totally fabulous. I now pay for a cleaner, which fills my heart with joy. I never used to love cleaning, and the thought now of choosing either a lovely clean house or a few bottles of booze, I choose clean house every time. When I finish work on a Friday and the kids get home from school, I have a quick scan of the room I'm in and think, oh, my house feels lovely. I'm so lucky to have someone to help me with this. I've chosen this for myself, and this is how I want Friday evenings to feel. Thank you for listening to this episode. Please listen in again next time. You can sign up to my 5-day Drink Less experiment and find out about working with me one-to-one at drinklesslivebetter.com. It would make me happier than a Buddhist monk if you would please subscribe, 5-star review and comment on my podcast on whatever platform you listen. Imagine it like tasting notes on the finest wine I am never going to drink. Thank you, and P.S. I believe in you.